So, let's have a look. This bottle. Sauvignon de Bordeaux. A bottle of white wine from southern France, an expensive beverage, popular among the aristocracy. This wine carries the aroma of peaches, apples, and a certain amount of conviction that a relationship between two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. A beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman. Trace familiar, mysterious woman. So is that going to be the same one that we saw the flowers at the funeral? Coffee refill? No, I'm trying to drink less coffee actually. So I do have water with me, but no coffee. I might have a decaf later on today, but for now, I've had just the one while streaming. Quince liqueur with amber. Here we go. A small bottle of quince liqueur with amber, a beverage for true connoisseurs. Also exudes the sweet aroma of quince, a sincere joy of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life, an element of a ritual that two old friends would eagerly indulge in. And this is for Uncle. Hello.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Give him the liqueur.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to, and raise a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
Aww.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
No.
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
Yeah, let's do the thing. Do an easy death.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? Pistachio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
Kayat.
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
No.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
We're supposed to be
To my
listening in silence.
brother-in-law and oldest
Victor.
friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Just wait.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Szulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire,
Ooh.
in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Szulski used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Ooh.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Ooh, dear.
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Like in the dream we had.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there
Wow.
in that condition, it's beyond description.
About the missing grimoire.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion,
but why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did this happen?
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I'm not gonna be a dick to my sister. Say that even he didn't deserve this.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined Yenijitsis, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
I'm gonna ask about Ivan.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
Asked about the other guy.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could
The
that
other
be
guy?
a lead?
I don't think so.
Hyatt.
He worked with Father, but he left
Is
more
Hyatt?
than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
The building's probably a good lead, but I also want to look through Father's things.
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
Sister.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
This is good though.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
It's a shame. Oh. Hello.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there.
Loan shark incident? Victor?
Perhaps we should go there and check.
Our family portraits. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and Ligia and I were 9 years old at the time. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, and to stand straight. Ligia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there, barely breathing for a couple of hours. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more unrestrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family, one hand resting patronizingly on the back of the chaise lounge, asserting his ownership, the other holding a grimoire, the black grimoire. Behind father, a shadow, as if a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Balberith. Family is complete. I guess Balberith is the was his demon thing. Suitcase. A leather suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from farthest trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He was set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching what was hidden behind the veil of reality. Books on ancient cultures. Books in hard leather bindings with many bookmarks. Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight. SR. Ooh. SR is a mysterious woman. The message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have seeped deep into the paper. Ritual mask. Demonic countenance is clothed in hope. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm doing a lot of talking today. Demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first and the satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that father had plans for Shurel, which he eventually managed to fulfill. How's your day going, Cardi? Hope it's good. Compared to Crowley's Ars Goetia, there are 3 fewer demons. No evidence that all demons are salutors. Batham, false lead. Usul, false lead. Anton claims to have subjugated Urubus, mere boasting. Machosias expect it to take the form of a wolf with the wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. According to Duplancy, it takes from the form of a wild lioness. Interesting observation by Crowley. Demons are unexplored fragments of our minds. However, in appearance, it resembles an ox with wings. A lead for Subnock. Unknown. Is there something here? No? Okay. Better than the weekend so far. Pizza bits turned out decent. Finished the base design for the Asian restaurant. Got some other Lego pieces sorted. Not enough game time, but can't have everything. Cool. charred letter. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Lygia, I'm begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... Ooh. This is Lygia's room then. Somebody trying to, somebody trying to woo her, not a very subtle way. Sister of mine, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Reeford Morton, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord. I don't think he means the Saviour. I cannot yet reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that that's impossible. It probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with the shadows of his penitents, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop there. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. The cemetery in Montmorency on Sunday, the body of distinguished writer and citizen, the late Słania Juczynska, was laid to rest. A handful of compatriots escorted the coffin amidst the pouring rain. The funeral service was very modest. In accordance with the wishes of the deceased, the sums allocated for wreaths were deposited in the coffers of the Claudia Potocka Charitable Society. '63. Father was 63. A letter from Rome. I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I found a suitable candidate. However, I'm still struggling to reach his floor. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him, vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. P.S. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. Ooh, all the pride. Message from mother. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received news of Stanislaus' death. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. My duties in Paris keep me from travelling to Warsaw at this time. Stop. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop. Mama. Okay, so mother did find out. She just didn't decide to come. Anything in here that I missed? No. There's an upstairs with one thing here. Stanislaus' last will. Ooh, and the thing. Collection of books on the occult. Titles read Pseudo Monarchium, grimoires of historical occults brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The warm pages full of annotations in the margins bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement, father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizon. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something, hunting for salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to thaumaturgy. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. Okay, we've got another clue, which is cool. Let's make sure I didn't actually miss anything else. Oop. Hey, is that a wardrobe? Get changed. You want to change your clothes? Use the wardrobe. You can expand your clothes collection by visiting the tailor. Serious photo. Straight backs, stern expressions, noses in the air, two boys just trying to meet everyone's expectations. Something went wrong here. It's kind of nice that you can change your character. I wonder if there's any story reasons for it. Bust of Siren. Sharp avian features bear a wild, disturbing kind of beauty, make you want to fall into her clutches and be lulled into eternal dream by her sweet song. Yet her cryptic, slight smile makes a subconscious primal part of your being cower away from the predator. But isn't the soul the only fair price for bliss of giving yourself up to that enchanting creature? Okay, we want to ask Sister first. Oh, phone's ringing.
Hello?
Hello.
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
He doesn't know how to use the phone.
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Why are you calling?
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw.
Telecommunicating.
If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
That was close.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Okay, so Sister is here. Lydia.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
Ask her about the woman.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Ask about romance. The
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who
Svetlana.
travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
That's what a soiree is. Let her speak.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes
yeah.
and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Okay, I like the humor of this game.
Liga?
Yes?
What are you wearing?
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best dye in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
I know he doesn't want it.
No, you deserve it all. This house and everything else. The only thing I want for myself is the Black Grimoire.
Do you want to talk about this? You weren't expecting to get it, were you?
I wasn't counting on anything. I didn't believe I was worthy in his eyes. Father did the right thing leaving most of it to you. You suited to it. Me? I'd have us ruined in no time flat.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm a better fit, though, without a doubt. I mean, no offense, Victor.
None taken.
I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
Nothing.
I'll get going.
Bust of Marana. Stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. Makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you.
Master Victor, let me guess, have you come for some hot cocoa?
Yeah, go on then.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only
Mister.
she's started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crushed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death, sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
Yep.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Well,
Do you
someone wants to
mean
take the
it could have something to do with
grandma.
thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, master.
Okay.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, master.
Bazooka. Shall I? Yeah, why not? Liqueur is not alcohol. It is more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, medicine. And since life is the most common fatal disease, well, to our health then. Ah, it's cute. Have some hot cocoa. You know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Ligia is reading a book in front of the fireplace, and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell. Hey, everybody's gone. Kind of hoping to actually talk to my cousin a bit more again. Hello?
Are you lost?
Fuck. I'll try to be a hero, and it'll be alright.
You're outnumbered.
Oh, am I?
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
Wow, okay. I've got quite a lot of, well, I had quite a lot of points. Oh, they're there. I have 2 left. So I could get one of these. Adrenaline. Rejuvenation. Increase damage from the salads as next attack by 50%. So do I want that after an agony? No, I want it more accurate. This one. Let's go for perfect efficiency on that one. Okay. Oh, we had a trait. I didn't notice. That's why everything was working less. Ow. Hi, Dehans. Good to see you. Yeah, this game, I'm quite fascinated by this game already. I think I can just get rid of him. One of them's going to attack me first, but I use him against him. Yeah, let's get suffering on this guy. Ow. Oh, did I not do the thing? Oh, who am I? Okay, I'm controlling them because he doesn't have his next go planned yet. Kidney shot. Ow. There we go. So, got them. Now, what have you got? Resistance, reduce the damage taken by 80. Acquired dimension force. Deed. You need deed, you need word. Deed, art. Let's do that against word, that guy. I did get suffering. Well, why didn't this do a thing then? Well, yeah, let's just reduce. Reduce focus on that guy again. Ow. Okay, I need some healing. What can you do? Reduce negative. Restore your health points. Yeah, you restore health points, please. And attack this guy, maybe. Oof. Okay, so we can get rid of that guy with me, and... Oh, okay. He died of bleeding.
Get off my lawn.
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I came out back, because, oh god, what would have happened? Rob my sister. Okay. Let's visit Barbara first. Ooh, what's this? Something. I have to go back to the cemetery area for the barber. Okay, fine. We'll have a look. Like, do I have money for this stuff? Or is that just a thing?
Come in.
You have a fabulous mustache, sir.
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I get to choose. Ooh. Proper Warsaw lad. You know, I've kind of gotten used to him being straggly. Do I get to, like, turn him? Yeah, let's just give him a little bit of a tidy up. I don't like any of these beards. Yeah.
I'm
Just tidy
sorry.
him up a little bit.
I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Don't usually talk to clients. Find out why he doesn't talk much.
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
Oh.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good.
Aw.
After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Oh, bless. That's technically not in your lifetime. True. Technically. Warsaw Gazettes. Okay. And we need the evening wear. Where am I going? At a tram? Okay.